All right, hello everybody. Now we're going to start on to the tactics, constructs, and attachments. Today's video is the attachments. We're going to start from the newest iteration back to the oldest, so it'll be attachments, constructs, tactics in that order. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I think on these ones I'll be about 70% confident, or confident on 70% of these and less on 30%, just because tactics, constructs, and attachments, while I do play a large variety of all these things, I'd say I'm a little less diversified in these compared to the heroes. But that said, I still have a pretty good breadth of knowledge for most of these things, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and just start off with the Roxy here with Ice Bolt. We're going to put that in C tier. I do like the ability of Ice Bolt. You can make it so that it's both good defensively for you and also to prevent them from stacking by taking away certain traits, and I really like that about it. It's just when you're looking at the other attachments Roxy have, you're not going to end up using Ice Bolt very often, which is unfortunate since Ice is my favorite elemental power. Next up we have Firebolt. I'm going to put that up here in B tier. It could possibly be low A tier by the end of this. It's a really nice effect. It just has pretty simple counterplay by stacking, and so that's why I'm not putting it higher than B tier currently. Fate Woven Tapestry is either top of A tier or bottom of S tier. We'll kind of see how things play out. Being able to block specific actions in Gudnak is always, of course, very strong, which is why we are putting it up this high. Really, really effective. Very fun. Has nice instant usage with the Weavers, which is a really nice bonus of this. Lightning Bolt I'm going to put up here in A tier. It is a very good tactic. I actually really enjoy this one. Really fun for just maneuverability and aggression. Great for quests if you're putting a quest deck together for the Roxy. So yeah, really good one. Really solid. No complaints. Next up, Pack Cordage. This is B tier. For right now, I'll put it behind Firebolt, just probably because it does get a lot less usage total than Firebolt, but I do think it is very effective. I quite enjoy putting Pack Cordage on the Divine Aurochs. I think that is a really, really cool thing that you can do. So yeah, B tier gets some solid uses, just isn't going to be the thing that you include in your deck most often. Coming up with our first S tier is Earthbolt. So Earthbolt is a very good tactic. Relocation techniques leading up to something being unfatigued are always very, very good. You can use this in lots of defensive, aggressive, lots of really good ways. And being able to trigger it on move, of course, is an extra bonus. So yeah, Earthbolt is going to come out as our first S tier. Avatar's Burden, I think, is a really cool idea. I think my issue with Avatar's Burden is that it's going to take place of one of your other 4 or 5 tactics in the deck, and so that's a tall ask considering you can still kill 2s decently easily. But that said, you know, having something that you can defend with and not be siege is really cool. So it's either going to go low B because I haven't seen it used, or high C. For right now I'm thinking high C just because it does take one of those premium tactic spots. But it might end up going low B depending on how we play it. Like I said, haven't really seen it played yet, but I do think it's cool. You can use it with Bolt Bender potentially, and just being able to defend away things that are going to come try kill you if you still have cards left for defending at that stage in the game. Could be really cool. So high C for me. Doombolt is a very cool one. So that is some explosive capabilities. I think my issue with Doombolt is that it is the 2-cost tactic. So that is kind of a tricky situation with Doombolt, but I'm going to go ahead and put it, because it is 2-cost and a bit harder to pull off top of C, even not quite top of C, but over here I think is a place I like for it. Gloombolt I'm going to put as B tier. It's fine. You have some cool effects. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave that there. Shadowbolt I'm going to put actually up at the top of B tier. I do really like Shadowbolt. I think it's a really effective one for being able to have some extra shadow synergies between fighters that wouldn't normally have them. and just having some insurance in your shadow build decks. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put that there, and I feel pretty good about that being at the top of B currently. So there is the Roxy. They've got lots of really good options, and B tier are always good options as well. And these ones can be good. They just need a little extra love, in my opinion. I'm actually going to put Ice Bolt ahead of Doom Bolt. It's a tall ask for a 2-cost tactic, but it is cool with Bolt Bender. So there's that. That said, I don't have a ton of plays under my belt with Doom Bolt or Gloom Bolt at this point, so those could be lower than they deserve. And if you have played them a lot and think they're lower than they deserve, make sure to let me know. Okay, now we're coming to the Delguan attachments. I do like Brittle Claw. Having trade up ability is really, really cool. I'm going to put it at low A tier. It's really nice. And of course, Delguan are usually found with that discard because of all the cultists that they have access to. Chilling Visage. That's just one that I hardly ever really see get used. It's cool in theory, but with all the Delguan tactics and other attachments they have, it just is going to come up here for high C for me. Chitinous Carapace, actually really nice. I'm going to put this up at the top of B tier. Very nice for keeping Forge Father from getting cannon shot or giving brute trait to other things if you want them to synergize with a lot of the gloaming tactics or abilities. So I really like it for that. Yeah, actually a really decent one. Demon Hammer is actually probably an S tier attachment for me. The potential to just blow up entire stacks or everything but a 3 is so nice. Really, really good card. Yeah, S tier attachment, really excellent. When you make this work, it just decimates on the field. So yeah, that's my opinion on Demon Hammer. I think it's a very, very good attachment. Extra appendages I'll probably put up here at the top of B. I really do like this one. I just wish that you could like move, and I just wish it was a little bit more versatile, but it is a pretty nice attachment. Reverend's Mask is going to go in B tier for me as well, above Chitinous Carapace. One thing I really like about Reverend's Mask is it does enable you to put this in your deck and then run other hero ones other than Under Church Reverend, because with this one you can take an extra draw action and it's not going to get you closer to losing. Like a lot of times taking draw actions gets you a lot closer to being sieged, and this doesn't do that, which is really nice, while also generating cultists. So I'm actually a pretty big fan of Reverend's Mask. Hope to see it get a lot more plays because it's really fun attachment. Ghastly Fetters is going to be our first D tier attachment. I just think it is a bit rough. I feel like every time someone includes this, it just doesn't work out to be as useful as they want. The fighter can still attack for what, and all these different things, and I just feel like there's a lot of ways around it. So really not that good. Next up, we're going to come to Haunted. This might be a hot take. I'm putting this low A. Really like Haunted as a card, especially when you're working with Swarm Seeker. If you play this on a 3, like that 3 is probably going to die because there's so many ways to get your ones back with other things. Swarm Seeker specifically, that whatever this is going to have no chance against it. So I really like Haunted. Yeah, low A tier for me. Really good tactic, actually. Attachment is what I should be saying, since I'll have a tactic specific one. Conch Shell is nice. This is a B tier for me, probably around... I'm going to put Firebolt actually a little bit higher here. I'm going to put Shadowbolt higher. Yeah, I feel pretty good for Conch Shell right here. Conch Shell, and that's where it can be really nice for sneaky singing plays. I don't really love that it takes up one of those valuable tactic spots. It doesn't feel super worth it when you could be including other song support. But I really do like playing it. It feels bad to put it in instead of other tactics. Moon Mask is a pretty good one. I'm going to go ahead and put this in A tier. I do think there's lots of uses that you can get with Moon Mask. I just think you do have to be careful of things like Reckless Chimera or things that could blow up your stuff. But really, really fun. Can enable some pretty interesting plays. So yeah, that's a low A tier one for me. Let's see. Brace of Pistols is a B tier, probably low B tier. I wish it didn't cost 2, but it is really cool that you can basically build your own mercenaries with it. I really like putting this on Solarian Cavalry. I think that's lots of fun. It just, at the end of the day, the cost is a bit steep for it. Harpoon, I really actually like. I'm actually going to go ahead and put Harpoon at the bottom of B tier. Thinking about it now, I am going to bump Conch Shell over to the top of C tier. Probably Gloom Bolt too. I just feel like I'm putting too many things into the B tier, and I am gonna put Fate Woven Tapestry up to S tier. Really, really good attachment. So yeah, I think this is a better distribution and a little bit more accurate so far. Bubbling Storm S's, I'm gonna put this at the top of C. I mean, I think it's fine. It's a nice. I just feel like you have other options that you could use when it comes to the gloaming attachments that are better than this. Livening Fluid, I'm actually going to put pretty high up in the B tier. I think this is a really nice attachment. If you can get that with the potion, being able to make it so that your mycelium machine, for example, can move around and attack stuff and not be squished as easily is really cool. It could be really nice for other things, or working with the fungal outpost. So yeah, I like it. It's a good one. Engineered Plague, this is an A tier, probably top of the A tier for me. Very, very good attachment. Very scary, especially with Fungoid at arms. Not quite S, because they can like stack and like take the trade themselves, so that it's not as good. But yeah, with Spore Lord or Fungoid at arms, people, very, very good attachment. Parasitic Cordyceps, that's an S tier. This is a quite excellent attachment. Really like this one. Very effective, basically, no matter what build you're doing with it. So yeah, that's an S tier for me. Shadow Brew, this one, for what it gives us, I think is cool. I think just action abilities is a bit of a niche thing, so I'll probably put it at C tier. Siphoning Solution, I mean, it's up here in S for me, or top of A. Probably top of A, but it is a very, very good. Siphoning Solution, actually, that is S. I was thinking of Volatile Tincture. This one is super good. It kind of gets that thing that Demon Hammer has, just instead of being, probably because it is less reusable. And you have to work for it a bit more. I'll put it down here, but it is very, very good. Really, really like that one. The Tar, I think, is fine. We're going to put it in the probably low B tier category. It's good for getting ingredients. I like the other ingredient generation methods more. So we're going to put that over there in the B tier. Volatile Tincture, I am actually going to put this one at the bottom of this one. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it matches with Brittle Claw, but you don't have to discard it, and it's free. I don't know. I, for some reason, am possessed to put it in S tier compared to Brittle Claw. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. I really like this one. It's come in clutch for me quite a few times. Arguably, Siphoning Solution is better than this. But hey, this is my list. This is what I'm going to do with it. Convicted of Heresy. That is a very good tactic. This is an A tier tactic. This one is really, really nice. I know some people might not like that it captures things instead of killing them, but the fatigue cheat is super awesome, and obviously synergizing with Lord High Inquisitor. You know what? Probably because of the whole capture thing. I'm going to bump it to the very bottom of A tier and bump Move Mass to the top of B. Dawnsteel Blade, I think, is like the best A tier attachment. It's kind of an S tier in what it does. Just the 2 cost is a bit painful to put for it. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put Dawnsteel Blade at the top of A tier. Of course, you can make that cheaper with Sunseer. But yeah, no, very, very good. Right up here next to the S attachment territory. Inquisitorial Mandate's pretty high B for me. Probably right here. Actually, probably behind Firebolt ahead of Reverence Mask. I do really like it. I like that I can make things Hunters to give some extra synergy with the Inquisitor or other abilities there. But there's just a lot of good refractory tactics, so it is a hard ask for me, but I do like this one quite a bit. Sentry Blades I'm going to put in S tier. Obviously, it's hard to get out, but when you do get it out, this is just excellent. Super, super good. I'd put it higher if it wasn't for the high cost of getting it out, but it is a really good attachment. There's a reason it costs 3. So yeah, S tier for that. Hunter's Mark is also really good. You can generate it from outside the game. I'm going to put it right here behind Dawnsteel Blade. Just applies a ton of pressure after you play this card. So yeah, I really, really like that one. Unstable Shard Maul, this is really good. This is Dawnsteel Blade and Shard Maul, I think, are very much in the same category with what they do for their different decks and builds. Yeah, just really, I think all 3 of these ones are right up there in that sweet spot of enabling a really cool play style. So yeah, all really high A tiers. And then Orcish Vexillium is B tier for me. It's a pretty good B tier. It's really, really nice when you're running War Chief or Brutes. Just the 2 cost for it is a bit of a tough pill to swallow for me, but I really like it. So here is my attachment tier list. Like I said, I think about 70% of this I feel really good about, and then about 30% I'm not quite sure if I knocked it out of the park on this one, like I feel sometimes with like I felt with some of those hero ones. So yeah, no, this is what we're gonna go ahead and put here. We're gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna put Demon Hammer as my favorite attachment. Sentry Blades behind it if you can get out, really good. Then Earthbolt, Perceps, Tapestry, Tincture. Yep. Okay, then we got Dawnsteel Blade, Unstable Shard Maul, Hunter's Mark, Siphoning Solution. I'm gonna put above Hunter's Mark just because it's easier to pull off. Engineered Plague, really, really good. Lightning Bolt, Brittle Claw, Hunted. I'll probably put Brittle Claw above Lightning Bolt. No, I don't think so. I like the order I had here. Haunted, like I said, really good. Underestimated attachment. Feel really good about my placement of the B tier. I feel like that's all pretty. I'm going to put Petcourage above Reverend. Some Mask, but I really like these. These are all good attachments, ones I enjoy playing, and then C are just ones where I'm not going to want to put them in my list as often. I do want to do an Avatar's Burden deck pretty soon here because I think it's a really cool concept. But yeah, just like you're going to get less plays out of these, and then Ghastly Fetters is just bad. So yeah, that is my list. Hope you enjoyed, and catch me soon for the constructs. Bye.